Hey guys, what's up? This is CG Stuff. Just a small update video. I know that there's a lot of bugs and I'm fixing them. I just wanted to show you just a couple of new features. Not pushed, still testing out some stuff. Right now in the lineage view, if we go here, I've made like a mini sync sketch or like a keyframe pro, if you will. Right now I've separated comments from annotations. So over here, you can basically draw whenever you guys want. Over here, like we have like different types of drawing modes. We have like a full-on brush with size, etc. And this idea is pretty much for fast iteration, commenting, etc. drawing, and the comments are also independent. So when I comment and post a comment, I can see a timestamp of the comment, and then when I draw over it, I can also see the timestamp of the annotation pretty much, and I can start switching between them. I have on off for the annotations. I have hold pretty much, so these time annotations will hold, and I have ghost mode. So if I enable ghost mode, they will basically be in ghosted, like pretty much ghosting. I can also delete them, the regular stuff that you guys would see in Keyframe Pro and Sync Sketch. And that's pretty much what's being tested right now. And hopefully it'll be out soon in version 1.4. Also, after you add your annotations, you can basically export this MP4 again back into Blender, into whatever for review if you guys want. But again, this entire thing is completely optional. You can treat this as an asset library, if you will. And another thing is that I'm planning to do something in the future, because currently right now we only have Action Library, and it's published and I'm working on it. But at the same time, I'm planning something cool that I feel that Blender is missing, which is basically an entire pipeline, because all the tools that we have are, let's say, ShotGrid, Sync Sketch, the asset library. So I have like this small vision, if you will, so that in the future we'll have like a small launcher where you would like click on, let's say, Action Library. You would enter it from here. Here you would have these two apps that I'm working on and a third app. So what these apps are basically Universal Library, which is basically an emulation of the asset browser, except that it's more in-depth, where basically you can save versions of your assets, rigs, meshes, textures, materials, and then they would link back into Blender, kind of like how Action Library does it. And I'll talk about that more in the future. Another one is Shot Library, which is essentially kind of like ShotGrid, where basically you would manage your shots. You would have Play Blast, Look Dev, etc. And you see them in a storyboard mode. Again, just a teaser. I'll show you guys in the future. And the last one is basically the orchestrator. It's kind of like a Kitsu-like app, where this app will orchestrate all of them. Now again, this last one is completely optional, where you would enable, let's say, pipeline mode here, or you would just keep it at solo. You know what I mean? Where in the sense that if I were to use Action Library as is, you can treat it again as an asset library and opt out of this orchestrator. And let's say this launcher can be treated separately, or it can be treated as a separate application. So if you don't need this, you don't need to have it. But generally the idea between all these apps that when they're done is I would basically go in this launcher, I would click on the pipeline, and mainly this is for studios. So whoever basically wants to treat this as an asset library, they can. But generally the idea is that I would click on the orchestrator, I would send messages for approval, it would be sent into the database, same for here, same for here. This is mainly for studios and pipeline, because I feel that Blender needs like a coherent pipeline for, like, let's say, indie movie making, solo movie making, even studio movie making. So when this comes out, you would have everything in one general launcher, where you would click on everything and connect everything in one place. So that's pretty much my update. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. See you.